Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Washington Huskies, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Auburn Tigers offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Last incompletion leaves him still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Castellanos. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And this defense has forced a couple of incompletions, and now with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Lowers those pads. He'll work his way down to the 28. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket? You've got time to throw. You have a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
From the red zone, it's Alston. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball. And this offense right now is in a groove early.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Fair catch called for and made. So Washington's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Coleman. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Johnson looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Johnson wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score Auburn 7, Washington 3.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quickly complete. At the 45 on its way. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. A first down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Slings it downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
On to punt it away.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Johnson looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense were always trying to get some tips, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Finds the tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. They can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Boston. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And he's got it! Touchdown, Huskies!
Touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Texas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Finds his big tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. This offense has a second down play. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. Back to the air one more time. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up to add another. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense...
He's loose on the right. The 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game, a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man! And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll run play action. Dances away to buy time. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? To throw, it's Castellanos. Zings it complete to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. The 50, the 40, the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back, 100 yards to the house. What a play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kent State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Auburn lines up quickly.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Hoover. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's right on target.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and then when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Unloads to the right. Picked off. Got some room to run. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Johnson looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Hoover. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
That pass is incomplete. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thompson. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unleashes it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one.
Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catches plenty to give them a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. A designed run for the quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. He'll pull it down. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. He's going to pass. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Getting some heat. Safe completion on the screen. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll go to the ground, relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Stanford went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Cardinal ever do that? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fires one high and deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. On the move, it's Kane. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
There's no doubt racing in. He took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Gets rid of it. The comeback on target. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Hoover. Off he goes. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with a big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play that the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Johnson looking to throw. Finds a man on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Caught over the middle. It's Boston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
It is go time. What is in your bag? What is your play call? Going to be fourth down now. I have to have this. I'm trailing. This is what every quarterback dreamed about in their backyard, making that play in a big-time moment. It's go time.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Finds his tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. They'll go back to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Washington.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot.
Washington, 37. Auburn, 35.
That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.